Oh, man. I don't know. Well, I was considering not doing a podcast. I was going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I took a nap in my car. And then I was like, I don't feel like doing it. And then a bunch of crappy songs played on the radio. And I was like, I'll do a podcast. So I was done listening to just music that I didn't like. So yeah. Well, taking a different route than usual. I know you probably can't tell at all, but it's a nice little shake-up. I'm taking surface streets instead of a freeway. So in a different place. So it's nice. It's a nice change of it's a nice little change of pace. Just just nice. Just a nice little change of pace. You know, it's good to mix up everything every once in a while. Now, well, I didn't release a podcast yesterday because I was listening to music and I was really pumped up, and I would just not stop listening to music. And this car in front of me is a fucker. Shit, damn it. Because he's going so slow. I mean, it's not really that much of a difference. But he went out of his way to move over. Now he's going slower. No, he's going as fast as the left guy lane is. So what's the point? Jerk off. Anyways. So, yeah, I was, yesterday I was like, there's a lot of people running with flashlights. Well, not a lot, but like, some guy just ran with a flashlight, and that was the second guy. I've never seen guys running with flashlights before. Or just people running with flashlights. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's more of a thing than I realized. And so, yeah, I was just like, listening to music, and I was pretty pumped up, and it didn't take me long at all to get home. So I was like, just amped. I was amped to start my homework, and then I did. I have just 3 sections of long AP physics to do, and oh my god, I could not force myself to do it yesterday. I did on Monday. Oh wait, no, I did do it on Monday. I didn't do it Tuesday. Wait, no, today's Wednesday. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I did a podcast Monday. Sorry, so yeah. I forget what day. Today's Wednesday. Anyway, what else happened today? Oh, I can tell you a story about, I was running. So running in the rain, like, you know, Los Angeles, that doesn't really get much rain, you know, so it's, usually nicer than most to go and, do whatever, you know, I mean, sorry. It's usually nicer-ish, except for the beaches, when it rains, and, you know, it doesn't have that often, so, you know, it was raining one day, and one of my dreams, well, not really a dream, like a big dream, but just something I want to do, so I guess it's a dream, but, it's like, just, you know, do physical activity in the rain, and Well, that's exactly what I did. I ran in the rain at a pretty decent pace for about half an hour. Just trying to listen to music. I had earbuds, but it didn't work. I mean, it worked initially, and listening to My Shot and the remix by The Roots of My Shot. It did hype me up to be running in the rain. Also, it might have been just my body reacting to the rain that was just started like running and whatever. So yeah, no, that was fun. I got back and I was like soaking wet. I didn't take my shirt off, but I should have taken my shirt off. Although, like, I don't know, just running shirtless in the rain. I don't have a lot of weird, not weird, I would consider that a weird dream, but like, just, I don't know. Oh, fuck your balls. Shithead. Can't stop on a fucking dime with 2 cars following you. I'm sorry. So, what else happened today? Well, I had a sitting audition. I play double bass. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. But if you're listening to this, you probably know that I play double bass. Anyways, we had a sitting audition. Yeah. And I did well. I did well in the audition. Because I actually practiced for it, which was actually kind of nice. I usually didn't practice for them because, well, I don't have time, and I still didn't have time, but I made time, which is kind of, because I was like, I kind of really want to be first chair bass. And so I came in during lunch. I stayed 2 hours after school, after baseball practice on Monday. And then, like, on Tuesday, what the fuck are you doing? Go fuck yourself. Damn it. Family program is not very... whatever. So yeah, it's just, I really practiced. I like, made time, like, which, so yeah, I did well. I really did, I always think, like, the X factor, and something I've really focused on, was the, dynamics. And if you're not a music person, dynamics is how loud or soft you play. And so I really focused on the dynamics because, Miss, we'll just call her Miss S. I think she likes dynamics. I think she's a pretty big stickler for dynamics. I mean, the reason I say that is because I really don't know if that's her favorite thing, but she's always kind of pointing it out in orchestra, and so I was like, you know what, dynamics. So yeah, I really took a focus on them, and I really concentrated. I mean, I pretty concentrated on it. It was nice. And so yeah, I felt I did. Whoa. Shaka fraka. That is, hell no, I'm not going down that street, is the answer. I do not know what in the hell I am doing. Well, how the fuck are you gonna cross? I should have stayed longer at school. We're taking the freeway. This is an absolute mess. This is a fustercluck. And that's as light as I can put it. The guy started to go across. There's a 4-way stop sign. The cross street on my left. Shut up, phone. You can't tell people where I live. Oh my god, it's not good. So it was a cross street. What happened right there? It was cross street. On my left, it was full of cars. Like, cars going left. Then a car on the right. So I started going across, and a car on the right, started going forward as if it was gonna cross. But if it crossed, it would have blocked the intersection. Like, it would have completely blocked the intersection. No one was going to get by if that car decided to move across. So I don't know what that guy was doing in trying to go across. It's just a bunch of fuckery. Son of a bitch. No, I lo siento. Forgive me for my... I have cursed. I don't know if it's a really big idea. A big deal. But shit. No. Holy balls. Holy balls. Holy balls. Holy balls. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. This was a bad idea. So yeah, no, it was really nice. It was, I really practiced, and it wasn't terribly physically straining of a piece. Like, it's Fantasia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Which is nice and slow, and it's really focused on pitch, dynamics. It's a little slow, beautiful piece. Because like last year we played, last semester we played Scheherazade, and we're still playing that. And we played Beethoven's First, and we played a song called, a piece called Samson and Delilah. And while those are fun pieces, they are like, oh my god, they're an assault on a bassist's fingers. It's hard enough, just to, play a bass, because it's just hard. I don't want to get into it, but it's, hard, because, the strings are fat. They are, and it's so hard to push it down. That is, oh my lord. Anyways, so it's like, and it's like, what in the hell? Why would you have a bass doing that? The worst bass parts to play are the ones that are cello parts. It says contrabass. It says violoncello e violoncello e contrabass, which means violoncello and contrabass. If you're not picking up on that, and those are the worst because they're asking you to play the bass like a cello. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love it if I could play a bass like a great cellist. However, it is cello strings are really easy to press down, right? And cello piece, it is astronomically easier to go up and down the fingerboard. The notes are closer together. So when you translate that to a bass part, it's just Well, it's okay. In middle school, we played this piece called Symphony. We played the piece Symphony Number 25 by Mozart, and it's that's like playing with your bass on fire. It's let me think if I can remember the tune. Give me a moment. And that was the bass part. Which is I'd love to be able to play that, but some things are physically is impossible for me right now. Now, Edgar Meyer, if I practice and if I was apprentice, I might be able to do that. However, it's it's for middle school. The cellist could barely play it. How in the blazes are going to expect a bass to play it? It was chamber orchestra, but still, it was absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, it went ba 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 ba. Well, it's dun da 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 bum 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 bum. Well, it wasn't that hard after a while, but it's 16th notes. It's literally asked us to go in 16th notes or 16th notes, ba da 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 da, from third position, basically all the way down the neck in fourth or fifth position. I can't remember exactly. Down the G string at 16th note speed, da 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 da, ah, and then cross strings after that. I mean, it was literally insane. Well, it's not literally insane, but it's pretty. And so another thing, so also, our I was in my school's fall musical, which was Spamalot, which is a lot of fun. And then they just announced, they're holding auditions for it, but they just announced which musical they were doing for spring semester. And it's called Spring Awakening. Now, I can't remember, I don't really know what that's about, but I asked my local musical experts, once again, Alex, local musical expert. I tell you, I know she's listening to this. She will be listening to this. What the hell? What do you do? Well, no, I'm just kidding. It's awesome. It's kind of awesome to have a friend that just has, like, encyclopedic knowledge over musicals. Because I'm just like, yo, Alex, what, just like, Alex, well, I didn't actually knock on her door. I called her. But, just like, Alex, what is this about? And then she said, quoting her words, ooh, hold on. A Jeep is just in the middle of the road, and a person is blocking the way because they're trying to take a right turn. But just turn right, you fool! Whatever. Anyway, so in the words of my friend Alex, who has, like, encyclopedic knowledge over, like, every musical ever written, which is just, like, oh my god, which is incredible. It's a lot. There's a lot of musicals. Well, I mean, not a lot of musicals, but, like, not all musicals are good. So, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I only know 4 or something. No in-depth 4. But apparently it's about a mother. Well, paraphrasing, because I don't remember exactly what she said. Unless I want to look at my phone and then get pulled over by the police, I don't want to get into it. It's about a mother and horny teenagers. It sounds like the school art department, flat out. It's just like if they decided to do a musical celebrating. I think I just announced the school's name. I don't know if I can do that, but if whatever. I couldn't. I might. You might be confused because I might edit that out. But it's like celebrating our the high school's music department and the theater department. So yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that might just be any teenagers, but yeah. Ice cream cakes. Oh, I thought I said ice cream pancakes. I was so excited for Baskin Robbins. I was like, oh my god, ice cream pancakes. I don't really know how they would do that. I mean, would it be baked Alaska? I have no idea how we do. I could feature that on my new show. Oh my god, a bus company. My high school. I think that's about. I just said it again. I'm going to probably edit it out. That's one of my high school's buses, I can tell, because it says. It has a name on the side. I might just have to, like, bleep. I no say. I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but I don't know. I'm trying to limit the amount of personal information that gets online. I'll tell you more about that. But yeah, no, yeah. So it's called Spring Awakening, and well, oh yeah, and so Miss S, our music teacher, or one of the there's a bunch of music teachers, but one of the music teachers, Miss S, who mainly controls the strings, use a Remind app. She's like, we're doing Spring Awakening. Well, no, she's like, we're doing Spring Awakening. It has a lot of beautiful string parts. String, I play a string instrument. Suck it, brass. You know who I'm talking about. Sorry. Yeah, and so I was like, oh, cool. I mean, I would love to be in the pit. I would love to. I mean, I would like have to find time to practice. That's the only thing. Like, well, not the only thing. I don't know if I would be able to play for the shows. That's the other thing that would like hold me back. No, I could do for the pay. So, you know, but it would take a lot of work. It would take a lot of you know, it would take a lot of just me practicing during lunch and after school, and like literally, yes, like I said earlier, literally making time and able to do this. Although since drumline practice so late and the music room is sometimes open, I don't know, that might be a little bit easier. I don't know. They kind of leave a little bit before baseball ends, so it kind of sucks. But you know, So yeah, I might try to play in the pit. We'll see how that goes. I might try to be in, you know, the crew. Although I'm not sure. I'm hopefully that I mean, I have to hope that they'll be more organized, but I kind of don't hope that they'll be more organized, because if they're not more organized, that means I can do it. But if they are more organized, like last year for the show Avita, I was part of the crew because like it was the day before opening night. Well, no, they're like, oh my god, 2 days before opening night, they're like, oh my god, we don't have enough people to do a crew. And I was just hanging out because, oh, one of my friends was in the pit. Can I make it across this intersection, please? I have a small car, which is really nice. They're like, oh my god, we need more people for crew. We only have like 3 people plus 2 stage managers. We need more. And so I was like, you know what, I'll do it. You know, I've watched a little bit, so I kind of know what's happening, but I don't really. So yeah, so we'll see. Although, so I'm gonna have to do pit, and the shows, like I really honestly don't know. I was able to make them last year. I guess I'm gonna ask for the show dates. So. Yeah. I'm gonna move lanes over here because everyone's trying to get into the right and left lanes to get onto the freeway. I'm still like 20 minutes from home. So yeah, I mean, I mean, it was cool. And the weird part, I don't know. Yeah, it would just be fun and awesome to do. So yeah. What else? I mean, yeah. So I think that's that. I think I've covered everything I've laid out. What else happened? Well, baseball. We have a game tomorrow at 7:00 in Carson, which is kind of far, and the traffic's gonna be horrible. It's a good thing I don't plan to drive, because I'm hitching a ride with someone else, because like, holy cannoli, it's not gonna be fun at all driving down the car. So I'm hitching a ride with someone, and yeah, that will be that. Aside, I mean, this is not going to be very interesting, save maybe a one softball player that listens to this. Oh, I have to tell something about what the said softball player and academic player. Academic player, I don't know. Well, there's a couple academic players, but this I'm talking specifically about softball. I think I can name it. Caroline. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. This might not be interesting, but like, this is just me, like, with my self-assurance, and like, because it's like I'm talking to an invisible person called anxiety sitting next to me, and I just kind of have to reassure myself to make sure, like, just kind of, I'm going down I'm doing the right things, I'm getting better. It's just not everything is terrible, so I have to, like, say this out loud to remind myself not everything is terrible. It's what I do a lot when I'm doing physics. I'm like, the world doesn't hate me, it's okay. It's just AP Physics. It's hard. And so, yeah. So it's like, my swing has, like, drastically improved. Like, throughout my, like, 11, 12 year baseball career, I've been playing since I was 6. I have royally sucked at hitting. Like, I mean, I managed to get on base by just kind of contact, but, like, I just sucked. I mean, there was no hope for me. But now, like, I'm taking swings. I fixed a little something. Mr. V, my coach, was, like, we did a couple of drills that just, like, actually, like, seriously just changed my swing, like, completely. And it is astronomically better. Like, I'm taking swings in a cage, and it basically, sorry to get too technical, but basically I was keeping my elbow too high, and I was basically trying to, like, imagine trying to punch someone and you have your elbow all the way up to your head. It's not good. Just plain not good. So I'm just staying more relaxed. I'm keeping my knuckles in line, and basically I'm thinking about every time that I load to swing, I'm punching someone. Punching the baseball, I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry. Oh my god. I just realized something, and anyway. So, like, just, like, I'm literally have to think like I'm about to punch someone. That's my load. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to punch someone. And then I swing a bat. And I'm not going to punch someone. Although I should punch someone. I feel like punching a couple of people. I feel like punching AP Physics in the face, although that's not possible because AP Physics is a subject, not a person. I could do a mass, but still not like punching. I mean, I could punch my notebook. I have punched my AP Physics notebook before. I don't know. I have one interesting story about me punching. Is I have my bed is near a window, like the part where I lie my head is near a window, and I have this big kind of reading pillow. Oh shoot, okay. I have this big reading pillow that allows people to sit up and, just nice. It's kind of like a vertical pillow. I guess that's my best explanation of it. It's a vertical pillow that you can. It's like having like a kind of like a little bit of a chair, except it's just a pillow. And I was angry for some reason. I'm trying to remember why. I don't really want to remember I was angry, but I just punched it. Right, and this pillow is against the window, which is and so I punched my pillow. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I freaking broke the window. It was annoying because, like, I had to sleep with cardboard. I mean, I think it's single pane. Like, a lot of our house is single pane windows and crap. And I've broken, like, 3 windows probably in our house. And luckily they're being replaced with more, like, double pane, I guess. But it's basically like prop glass. It's so weak. So I just, like, punch it, and the shadow was like, oh, for the love of all things holy. Anyways. And so, yeah, whenever I swing, I'm like, oh, punching. And then, like, seriously, like, the ball is jumping off. I'm, like, excited for this year because I have never been good at hitting, but, like, it's swinging and hitting the ball. Like, literally, and I'm not using literally figuratively, I've never swung the bat like this in my life. I've never hit the ball this hard, and I'm just like, whoa, yes, I am very, very excited for the upcoming season. We got like 30 games. I have to remind my English teacher, we'll just call her Miss R. she was like, I don't get invited to any game. Or I was like, okay. She's like, she wanted me to invite her to like baseball games or something. I was like, all right, sure. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, that's that. I had a dream last 2 nights ago, maybe. I don't remember. Or recently. And basically I was driving, but I was driving like a maniac. Like I was falling asleep while driving, and I had like no control, and I was just like crashing in everyone. And if you're gonna go over, go over. Sorry. And yeah, I was just crashing into everyone, and then my mom would get angry at me because I was driving horribly. And then in my dream, I was like, oh my god, and I traded, insurance numbers and whatever. Traded phone numbers with a person in insurance and whatever. Yeah. So what else? Oh yeah, my friend. We're gonna call her Caroline, because that's her name. Anyways, she plays softball too, so she might be the only one interested in the baseball swing thing or whatever. I'm also cordially inviting anyone who knows who I am and listens to this podcast to go see the baseball games. They're cool. Plus, I mean, it doesn't cost anything to go see them, like football or basketball or lacrosse or soccer or volleyball or tennis. Well, no, not tennis. Tennis is pretty free. Or like what other sports are there? Track and field? No, track and field's free to watch. Thinking. I said lacrosse already. Anyways, so yeah, it's free to go see the games, and there's a snack shack, and the bleachers are really cool, and I'm really excited for this season. Actually, like, I'm really excited. I think we're gonna do well. And so yeah, cordially invite anyone, especially people in Acadec, because y'all have nothing to do. Although I'm not sure how much you guys want to stay late. Anyways, so yeah, so it's good. Anyways, so my friend Caroline, who just texted me as like the podcast began, was like, you should do a podcast called Jake Bakes or Jake Fakes or Jake Wakes and that's all I remember reading, because I was parked and just the text message came in, and I was like, I can't read them anymore, so I stopped reading them. And so I might do that. Although I might, like, the great, my sister watches the Great British Baking Show. I'm not really sure what that is. I remember one time, I was watching, I think it was MasterChef or something, but, like, someone burned down the kitchen, so they had to cancel, so they had to, oh, fuck you! Sorry, again. Oh my god! The person's crossing 2 lanes of traffic! Whatever. Yeah, no. Someone burned. Well, I mean, it was like they were cooking in. I think they're in like Honolulu or somewhere in Hawaii, and they're having a luau, and like the kitchen was like made out of like dried leaves, and then I think someone had a grease fire and burnt down the kitchen, and so they had to like wait a day, build a new kitchen, and then use that for the cookout. So yeah, so I might do a Jake Bakes, because it's every so often it's fun to bake, and like my grandmother has passed down these fantastic molasses cookie. They're so good. They're just like these little like chewy drops, and it's like it's a mouthgasm, which should be the name of a punk rock band. Or not. But, and she has these other ones, and my mom, actually, like, we, using the pack of, like, oatmeal, of, like, Quaker oatmeal, boxes, my mom has made these chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. Now, I know oatmeal cookies have a bad rap, but just baked oatmeal cookies that are, like, crunchy and chewy with chocolate chips are the best cookie I have ever had. Reese's. Wait, no, is it Reese's cookies? I forgot what it's called. It's not Reese's Pieces. That's candy. It's called. I think. I can't remember. Those are good too, but like, they're warm and chewy, and like the oatmeal crunches, and when they're warm. And, like, the oatmeal, and when they get cold, they're not as good. They're not nearly as good because, like, the oatmeal becomes chewy and it's not as crunchy anymore. Oh, fuck. Ugh. What the fuck are people doing? God damn it. Sorry. Again, this is a show meant for all ages. Come to think of it, sorry, I'm just thinking of a rusty trombone. Like, again, I'm just having this epiphany of, like, what that would look like. If you don't know what a rusty trombone is, Urban Dictionary it, or don't, because you'll probably be better off if you don't do it. But now you will, because I said don't do it. Now you might not, because I said do it. I don't know, it's an endless loop. I'm just thinking, just like, I don't want to say too much on the podcast, but a rusty trombone, I'm like, why do they call it a rusty trombone? Like, what's rusty about it? I mean, it might be rusty because it doesn't. Yeah, I'm just thinking of it, and I mean, it's kind of using the human body like a how one would play a trombone. It's, I don't think it's sanitary. Anyways, you're taking up 2 fucking lanes! Is this why I don't want to drive tomorrow? Because of fuckery. Like this person. This old man who looks like he's falling asleep, which he probably is! Yeah, and I don't have enough time to bleep it out. And you know, I just realized. So, I mean, I don't use Windows Movie Maker to do these podcasts. I used iMovie because it's a lot easier. But like, over the course of my career, since I don't have Photoshop and I don't have like Final Cut or most of my life so far, I haven't had good editing programs or good. I've used like Paint and Windows Movie Maker. And I finally downloaded a new one, which is just a free one off the web, and it's so much easier. This Windows Movie Maker is the devil. And like, I was talking to friends who are in like production that just deal with Photoshop and for various things, and like things I would do because I have to use Paint. Like, compared to Photoshop, it's just, I mean, like, because the thing about Photoshop and Paint and like all those Adobe things is that they're hella expensive. Like, they are crazy expensive. I actually don't know how crazy. They was told me that they're crazy expensive. That but a student can get like $120 a month. They can get all of those Adobe things, like Photoshop and Final Cut and After Effects and whatever. I don't really know. About $120 a year. $120 a year, which is $10 a month if you don't know how to math. And so it just like takes the son of a just takes forever. Like the paint, like I'm in a game design course, and I was editing a map, right? Basically building a racing game. We're the beginning stages, and so like we're just putting everything together. We're getting the animations. Like we're not creating our own because that takes too long, and we're just skimming them off the web, and like they're free and it's kind of illegal, but we're removing. Well, no, not illegal. If it was illegal, then we would be pirating them. But we're not pirating them. I'm just taking images with watermarks, and I basically had to edit out the watermarks, which took me about 130 minutes to do, because I had to edit out the watermarks by like basically using the colors of the map to. And it was a very kind of tedious process because I wasn't gonna like design the thing myself and do like each individual, like build each individual thing or whatever. Color every pixel. But so I had like basically had to like select a part, copy and paste it next to the watermark to get as close as possible. And I must say, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for what I could do, what one can do with paint. Yeah. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, so I might do a Jake Bakes. I think I was talking about me doing a baking show, and I got way off track. By the way, this podcast is pretty long, 42 minutes. It's gonna probably be my longest, I think, if I remember correctly. Someone's talking. You can hear him. They're singing. I'm not sure what to. Anyways, yeah, so I was talking about Jake Bakes. I might do it. But, like, I don't see how that would be entertaining on a podcast. I mean, I guess it wouldn't really be much different. I was just baking. Because I wouldn't have the visuals. I guess I could just make one. Although, I don't want to really show my face. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about how I was trying to leave my personal information. Anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I could just do videos. That would destroy my secrecy as a face. Although, I have to wrap it up because I'm getting kind of close to it. Oh no! It turned around. This light takes forever. So I got a little bit more time. Yeah, baking show. It might be fun. I'll just bake. I guess I could have special guests. That might be more fun because, yeah. So Jake Bakes. I wouldn't do a morning show called Jake Wakes because I drive another friend to school. I'm not driving him home right now because I'm staying really late and so he's going to school earlier. Jake Wakes because it would only be 20 minutes and well, maybe not only 20 minutes. Not in it's a bad thing, but I don't know. I wouldn't be as tired. Well, maybe nah. It just. I think it would be too long of a discrepancy between when I record it and when I upload it. I'm not sure if that's really a big deal. But then there's someone else in the car, and I don't know. I don't think you'd want to hear me talking for, the whole time every day. Although he does wear noise canceling headphones, so it's not. I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's not after a long day, and I'm tired. So I decided, Jake fakes. That's my life. I just faking confidence, not faking everything. I'm faking it. But like that's just me right now. I just fake confidence because it helps. And so yeah, I might do last thing before I have to, wrap it up. I've been trying to be more just trying to limit my personal information on the web. And now I know like Google and Facebook, they have these massive profiles on you that are worth a lot of money and that are used for marketing. And there's nothing I can do about that. But I'm trying to. I was just Googling. I was Googling myself. And I just eliminated a bunch of pictures that people could just see of me. I deleted a Be Recruited page because I don't want to be recruited for baseball. I deleted I deleted a Pinterest because I didn't use it, so that really had no purpose. I just deleted because I don't use Pinterest. I created it once because I was looking. I'm not exactly sure what I was looking for, but I was looking for something. And so yeah, but then I find myself my name is in the newspaper of the little the little city. It's not like a big city, little city of where my high school is because I play baseball, and they're like, oh, I basically, long story short, it says Jake got a hit or something. It's a little bit. It's not just Jake got a hit because wasn't good nor a highlight player, but it's my name's in here, and it's if people really wanted to find me, they could. So I'm not really sure how much my secrecy is going for, but it makes me feel a little bit better. Also, yeah, for my name was in the paper for Spamla. They're just and FNL. They're oh, he was a writer. They're just crediting a bunch of people, and my name was in the mix. And it was what high school I went to, and whatever. And yeah, so it just makes me feel better. Maybe, I don't know. I'm one of the only Jake, my last and then my last name in the world. So if you look me up, you're probably gonna find me, one way or another, probably through Facebook. And I had to privatize my Facebook, and I did a little bit of just privacy. Anyways, what did we learn on the show tonight, Jake? I have to do that so I don't get copyright claim if this somehow blows up. Well, it was 40 minutes. I don't remember a lot. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that practice is worth it because I felt confident. We learned that a lot of words rhyme with Jake. We learned that I get angry when I drive sometimes. We learned that again, it's 8 minutes of me talking, so I'm trying to remember everything. Well, we learned that I don't know, it was a nice talk, I think, from my point of view. We learned that my friend Alex has an encyclopedic knowledge of musicals, which is just it just boggles my mind, kind of. Well, I don't know, if you like a certain thing, then you kind of like it. Well then, and then we learned that my grandmother makes has awesome recipes. She's healthy. She's 80, 81. And she's going on strong, She hasn't given hundreds of thousands of dollars away. With scams and yeah. One last thing I would like to mention, just because it's on my mind, and I'm is my AP government class has a stock market game, and it's just it's a little bit stressing because I'm checking, the stock market every day, every waking second. I'm oh my god, what's happening? And it's like, it's kind of fun. I mean, I kind of want to create my own actual real life portfolio, put about $100 in it and see what happens. I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to try to find out how to do that. And so, yeah, I think it would be interesting to see if, like, it can make any money. But anyway, the only reason I mentioned is because, on the first day of the game, it's a game, and we have $100,000. I invested about 63,000 into Facebook, and my group got angry at me because on that day Facebook went down about like 15 cents or whatever, by about like not that much at all. Like, it didn't go tank or anything, but because I say we, but like it was my thing. We invested $60,000 into it. Like, we were sitting our returns at negative $600. So my group was like, "What the hell did you do?" The ship righted itself. It went back up today, and we got like $700 in gains. So out of 38, we were at like 37. But now I think there's 38 players or something. Now that right stuff, we're about 9th or 10th place, which is a pretty drastic swing. And we just we diversified. So they're like, "Jake, we have to sell this." And I was like, "I don't want to, because Facebook is a pretty reliable stock." Reportedly, I don't really know much, but apparently it's a pretty reliable stock. And I'm like, I got outvoted, even though I'm like the chairman of the quote unquote chairman of the board. And the CEO, well, not chairman of the board, like the CEO of a corporation. I still get overridden because I'm not a dick. So, yeah. Well, I'm sitting in my driveway, so it's time to end the talk. I've been sitting in my driveway for about 2 minutes now. And, yeah. So, the blinking lights! Son of a bitch! Why is it still blinking? Anyways. Well... just a small note. Another small note. What I've been doing for the podcast has been about, like, every other day. I'm not doing that, like, intentionally. It's just sometimes I don't feel like making a podcast just because, you can only talk to yourself so much before you go crazy. So I was just listening to music and whatever. So yeah, that's not intentional. I mean, I kind of try to do it every day, but that doesn't really happen. So it just happens it just tends to happen every other day. So there's no real schedule. I mean, I'll try to do it at least every other day. So yeah, just for the future. Oh, there's a kitty. Well, no, it's not really a kitty. It's a cat. Well, I mean, I guess that... whatever. I'm not going to get into it. It's my neighbor's cat. His name is... Bandit. He's kind of a jerk sometimes, so he's really nice. Anyways, so it was, crap, I can't remember what outro I settled on last time. So... I'm going to try to be more decisive than I was last time, where I was talking for like 10 minutes. Well, I think something like this. Well, that is... So yeah, I'm sitting in my driveway for a couple of minutes, and there's a blinking light. God damn it. Sorry. I'm trying to be family friendly. And, yeah, that's been, me talking. It's been Jake talking. So, have a good day, have a good night whenever you listen to this. Have a good morning. I know some people listen to this in the morning. And, stay awesome. And I guess I'll, talk to y'all later. I don't know, I'm not really talking to you, but I kind of am because I'm talking. So, I'll be talking later. Cheers.